We're going to go ahead and test the compression of this engine. I just have a real basic compression testing gauge from Harbor Freight. Have it zeroed out there, and we'll try it out. Let's see here. So it looks like we're getting 60, and we really should be getting, and look how it's losing, we really should be getting about 80. I suppose 60 is okay. I mean, it does run on 60. We'll zero that out. One more time. See if we get anything better. What we're going to end up doing is lapping the valves. And that time, we didn't even get 60. We got 50 something. So, anyway, yeah. I know when we tear this open, we're gonna see some stuff that's gonna shed some light on this. Stay tuned. Okay, so here's the engine here. Hopefully there's enough light. That's the exhaust valve. That's the intake valve. Notice here the exhaust valve, it doesn't really move. I mean, it doesn't spin. But yet when I go here to the intake valve, it spins right around. So I believe what that means is that that valve is probably expanded a little bit from heat, age, wear, whatever, and it's not sealing good. So we're going to end up lapping both valves, and then this one I'm actually going to grind just a hair off the end. So I basically think that the valve clearance is off. Anyway, hopefully that'll be better. Another thing I noticed, this part here, the intake, these two nuts were actually loose, so this wasn't holding down tight, so that made a big difference. But I think between lapping the valves, of course tightening that up, that doesn't have anything to do with compression, but that'll have to do with starting and running. I'll replace the breather right here. Yeah, hopefully that'll run better and work well. There was a lot of carbon on the head, a lot of carbon buildup. You know, that's relatively normal, but yeah, we'll see what it does. So we did get the valve out. Right now I put it back in, and I got some valve grinding compound on there, and just gonna go ahead and start lapping, grinding the valve. Okay, so we ground both valves, but who knows if that's actually going to solve it. One thing I noticed when I was cleaning out the cylinder here, I was just wiping it down to feel for scratches, was that we have some right here. I don't know if you can see that. Try to get the light on it. There's some obvious scoring on the cylinder wall. So either a valve, either a piston ring is stuck, or there's a carbon deposit that just broke free and scratched away, which wouldn't surprise me about the carbon deposit, because if you look here, there's a lot of carbon buildup. So yeah, it's right there, and we'll see. But yeah, I did lap both valves. Boy, it was a bear putting that thing back together. Those valve springs over here, you probably can't see them, but boy, they're a pain to put back in. But I did get them both in. Both valves are lapped. I did grind a hair off of this one so that it wouldn't spin, so it's a little tighter. That may have been affecting some of the compression, but probably the big thing is really just the scoring on the cylinder. And unfortunately, if that's gonna make a big deal, which it probably is, not really a whole lot I can do about that. This is just a cheap basic engine. I'd be better off simply buying one of those Harbor Freight Predator engines. I think they're like 6.5 horsepower, which is about what this was anyway. And yeah, they're like $100 I think. If I want to go that route, if I want to change the engine, or I can just buy a new mower and then not have to do anything. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't really care if it doesn't run perfect. I just don't want it burning oil like crazy. So we'll see. Okay, so it runs, but it runs poorly. So clearly we didn't solve the problem. So I think the motor's toast, but we'll use it until it really does die.